Welcome back to Giants franchise. Didn't know if I'd be saying that again, but I have been at week 1 for a day or so now. So while I'm not confident that I won't be reset back to the draft, we are going to try and record and make it through the season. Some things that you missed week to week. And by the way, I don't know what happened to where I'm not being reset anymore. It just isn't happening up to this point. Zach Beck got star development. There's a challenge. I'll have it on the screen right now. I wasn't recording because I thought, of course, to just get reset back to the draft. But there was a challenge where Saquon's like, hey, he's pretty good. And he got star dev. I have screenshots of it. I'll throw them up. And there was also a develop receiver thing. And Nick Duval got, I believe, +2 release and +2 deep route running. Nothing significant, but those two attributes did go up by 2, if I recall correctly. Again, you'll see screenshots on the screen in editing right now, so you probably don't see me. But yeah, if you didn't watch my video where I talked about the resetting back to the draft issue, and you're like, where's Giants franchise? It's tough when I make a video completely dedicated to where Giants franchise is, and I still get that question. But yeah, hopefully we are done being reset back to the draft. EA has absolutely got to fix this. I don't know why my franchise is working now, but it is. And we have an upgrade point for Cody Bailey. I am at week 1. Had to skip the preseason. So here we are. I think it's better than nothing. And Cody Bailey, I'd like to develop his deep accuracy. So it's going to have to be strong arm and just really hope we get deep accuracy in there. We do get +1 throw power, which I'm arguably even more excited about. +1 throw accuracy mid isn't bad either. 94 throw power. Feels really, really good for Cody Bailey. Nick Duval up to Superstar X Factor. Enjoyed such an amazing rookie season last year. I'll be changing attributes as well. I think I'm going to give him... I think armbar just seems really fun for a tight end. It's probably not the best one. And what do I like here? Grab and smash feels really good as well. Only have to make 10-yard catches, and he definitely does that. So we'll try grab and smash. You guys can let me know in the comment section if there's anything better. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade, I believe, vertical threat here. Work on deep and medium route running. Make him better in his best attributes. I like that. +2 awareness, +1 break tackle, catching, juke move, pass block power, run block power, short route running, and spectacular catch. So the 2 things that it really said, or 3 things that it said I would get upgraded, release, deep route running, medium route running, didn't address any of those. So that is what it is, I suppose. It's all right. But let's meet the rookies. Glenn Gore was revealed to have superstar development. We used our 50 staff points to find that out. So young safety, 81 overall, already matched or is over the highest overall that Julian Love ever had. He's only -2 overall to what Xavier McKinney has, who has moved over to strong safety, where I feel he's more of a natural fit. Where Glenn Gore, with 92 speed, 85 zone coverage, more suited to that traditional free safety role. I think he's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about him, and he should be awesome. His abilities can't really unlock too much right now, but I think, man, he's never going to be in press coverage. I can't say never, but rarely. Recuperation just feels boring to get a stamina boost. Knocking out of the zone seems unlikely. So we'll go flat zone KO. He's probably not going to be in a flat zone too often either. But in, I guess, the rare instance where that does happen, he'll have the ability for it. Azeez Ojulari is up to superstar development. We got a lot of boosts in the offseason. I think that I would prefer, one of these moves down here. I think buy one, get one free. We'll try that. And for his skill point, I think we're going to go into run stopper. I'd like his block shedding to be a little bit better. Doesn't change his overall, but I think it will make him a better player. Block shedding and play rec by 2, tackling by 1. I think he is better for sure as a result of that. The Dontrell Cobb, unreal rookie year. He's just really good. Block shedding and hit power could afford to go up, so I think I'll do run stopper. Try to get hit power. I'd really like hit power to go up, even though he doesn't have the big hitter trait. Tackling by 2, awareness and man coverage by 1. Whatever. And then we are starting Caleb Claiborne. His former teammate was Dontrell Cobb at Notre Dame. We drafted him in the back end of the first round. And exactly like Dontrell Cobb, if you remember, we drafted him in the back end of the first round as well. Caleb Claiborne is not quite the same athlete, but is still very athletic in his own right. Should be a really, really fun player. I like his potential, and we'll see what his dev trait ends up being. And we have another rookie linebacker in there as well from Alabama. Akil Edmonds has been moved back to strong safety, by the way. Derek Cooper to outside linebacker. John Bost, 6'2", 230 out of Alabama. Similar athlete to Caleb Claiborne, but accelerates at an elite level and is fairly good in coverage as well. He also has some great pass rush traits, as you might be able to see on that left side there. He's a fun-looking player. I think he's going to be good in special teams play, and then hopefully play his way into a role on our defense. Akil Edmonds kind of has one carved out as well. Adoree Jackson up to superstar X Factor. Don't know how that happened over Darnay Holmes. But right now he's got universal coverage. I think that we'll probably just go universal coverage for knockouts, I guess. I don't know. You guys can tell me. And I think I want inside and outside shade. Again, you guys will tell me the good ones, but I don't really think it matters a whole ton, honestly. Kayvon Thibodeau, of course, will have unstoppable force and extra credit for now. Maybe defensive rally will be a good idea to get the rest of the boys going on the defensive line. And then Jeffrey Simmons was one of our huge free agent signings. Perfect fit for our defense. Not face scanned into the game, unfortunately, but he should be a monster. He is one of the best interior defensive linemen in the NFL. Not shocked about that. The only reason he fell in the draft was because of some character stuff with a weird incident, but he's been incredible in the NFL, and he is a great addition to our defense. I'm super excited about the way our defense looks, and we'll kick things off. Wyatt Anthony, superstar dev. We'll kick things off against the Saints and look to perform well. I think that Zach Beck's going to play a lot this year. Larry Smith will be our slot receiver. I think it's possible that John Bost is going to play some sub linebacker, maybe Akil Edmonds in there as well. But my plan for him is playing him as our slot corner until we get somebody else that can play boundary and then move Darnay Holmes down. Azeez Ojulari will be an edge rusher with Kayvon Thibodeau, and then Jeffrey Simmons and Leonard Williams will be our rush D tackles. I also signed Jason Verrett just moments ago, and I also signed the undrafted rookie free agent that I was talking about in the stream. Greg Sheldon out of Ohio State has 97 speed, 98 acceleration, decent agility, change of direction's not amazing, but I envision him as a kick returner. Larry Smith is so great for us in that role, but he's also going to be a bigger part of the offense this year. So we don't really want him tired, and I think Sheldon is going to take over the primary return duties. And Greg Sheldon has an upgrade point as well. You know, he's someone that probably will end up finding the field. He's not bad. Not bad. Catching traffic, deep route running, spectacular catch are all pretty good. And remember, this is an undrafted rookie free agent. We just signed him. So he seems all right. We'll go playmaker, see what we can upgrade here. And we get +3 medium route running. That's pretty good. Our season goal for wins, it's got to be make the playoffs for sure. +20 staff points as a reward for predicting that. We are a playoff team. We saw it last year. We should be a playoff team again. And it's opening day week. And a fresh start for every team around the league. And you'll be facing the Saints. What's the key to victory? Well, it's got to be dominating offense. Ideally, we establish a rhythm on offense, dictate the flow of the game, and get a big enough lead to make their offense one-dimensional. So if we force them to pass, we're going to beat them. What's our main focus? It's got to be the running game with Saquon Barkley. We do like to pass a lot, but Saquon is the guy that gets our offense moving. We want to pound the rock. A solid run game is going to limit the opponent's possessions, and the longer we're in offense, the less time they have to score. I don't know. Rush for 150 yards. So we'll try that. The thing is, I'm not like in a position where I have to be totally staff point focused. I'm worried about the win. And if we can pass on them successfully and get the win that way, we're going to do it. Who is this quarterback? Nick Brewer? He seems bad. He seems real bad. Cam Jordan still playing in the NFL here in year 3. And our focus players, I mean, Zach Beck, probably not. I'm going to take the rookies out for guys that we want to continue to develop. And while we're here, we might as well address Kadarius Toney. Was traded in real life. This is my franchise. I'm not going to go out of my way to trade him. If something happens where it makes sense to, I'll consider it, but it's not something that's in the immediate plans. My focus players are going to be these 6. Glenn Gore, the rookie, Caleb Claiborne, John Boss, Derek Cooper, Nick Duval, and Larry Smith. Our weekly game plan goal, we could hedge our bets here and go passing yards over rushing yards because our game goal is rush for 150, but that just might not be how the game goes. We'll go 2+ passing touchdowns, allow 24 points or less, 300+ offensive yards, and win the turnover battle per usual. We'll start training. I'm excited to see our rookie debuts. We didn't get to see them in the preseason. We didn't get to see guys fight for roster spots, but I'm excited to see what we get here today from our rookies. We're starting quite a few of them on defense. John Bosch should play. Caleb Claiborne should play quite a bit, of course. We might see Zach Beck today. He might end up being my power back. And Glenn Gore, I hope, is a monster in the secondary. I'd be very disappointed if he was getting torched consistently, as we'll upgrade Jaden Rhodes. Got to be vertical threat, try and make his game a little bit more balanced. He gets a lot of upgrades here. Catching traffic by 2, catching, change of direction, medium route running, pass blocking, release, and short route running by 1. He's a good player, but I don't think he's going to be the dynamic threat in an offense the same way that Nick Duval is. First time seeing the draft class here, and we don't really know anything about these guys just yet. However, I'm pretty much in a spot where I would look to take the best player available, basically regardless of position. Probably don't need another off-ball linebacker, but an edge rusher, potentially, a receiver, potentially, not a quarterback. And finally, we will jump into our season game, hoping that we'll be able to play out this season. I think we will be able to. It feels pretty good because when I was getting these resets, as it's going to be raining here in week 1 in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and I was getting the resets back to the draft, it was happening frequently. I basically couldn't leave the game and log back on without being disconnected and being sent back to the draft. And I've given it a day or two, and it hasn't happened. And I've left the league a lot. I've gone to other games. I've closed the game a lot. Hasn't happened. So I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe that's foolish, but I want to believe that it won't happen. I want to believe we'll be able to play this season out. I had some people in my YouTube comment section as well say, hey, I can play my franchise now. It works. So I'm inclined to believe that a few of these franchises, for whatever reason, have been fixed. And I'm excited about it. And I'm excited for week 1. Playing the Saints. We want to run the ball in this rain, especially. And hopefully we'll have the ability to do that. The rookie quarterback's going to be Alex Auble out of Iowa. That's their starting quarterback. So it was not showing the rookie. We saw Alex Auble. He was a top pick in this year's draft. And the Saints here in week 1 are showing us their potential future. However, big problem for the Saints is that they are matched up with a very aggressive, very talented Giants defense, and his work is cut out for him. Wyatt Anthony will kick it deep to Nolan, and we are underway. Season 3, right? Season 3, Season 1, draft, Season 2, draft, Season 3. Season 3. Alex Auble will take the field and will meet the Saints offense. Here he is, 74 overall, 93 throw power with at least decent accuracy. Wearing Taysom Hill's number, no less. Not the fastest quarterback, but maybe that works to our advantage. Benji Wheeler is their starting running back. No more Alvin Kamara. He does not seem very good. Their offense doesn't seem good in general, but they do have Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, and Quez Watkins. Have to be very aware of the speed. Walter Blade is somebody that we looked at last year. Tight end is Chris Kennard, another player we looked at last year. And they have Cole Kmet as well. Offensive line features Trevor Penning, Andrews Pete, Patrick Morris at center, Cesar Ruiz, and Ryan Ramczyk. Not a great group, but I think their defense is going to be a little bit better. For sure, Cam Jordan, Peyton Turner, Travis Fowler and Justin Jones at defensive tackle. Outside linebacker Anthony Nelson. Demario Davis on the inside with Joe Schobert. And the former Giant Tay Crowder. Outside linebacker Pete Warner. Their corners Marshawn Lattimore, Paulson Adebo, Michael Ojemudia, and Alante Taylor. Safeties Marcus May and Tyrann Mathieu. And here we go. John Bost not wearing long sleeves, which he was kind of supposed to be. Guess it's a little bit too warm in this rain. Maybe we'll see him as the season progresses. Gets a little bit colder. 2nd and 5 for the Saints, and Bost is going to be lined up in the slot. You know, we're going to really just see what playtime looks like in this game and adjust accordingly as they're going to go deep, and that pass is going to be knocked away by Darnay Holmes. John Bost got in there as well to break it up. Glenn Gore may be in the area, and he's an imposing figure at free safety. He looks very tall. Could cover a lot of ground maybe as a result, as we're going to take away the flat, and they're going to go deep. Audible for Thomas, who catches it, but well out of bounds, and the Saints will punt. They look like they're going to be aggressive today, so it could be a fun game even in this rain, but they have not been successful thus far, as Greg Sheldon, the undrafted rookie free agent, will return. He's got electric speed and can't show it off. Cody Bailey, of course, our quarterback. You guys saw him get the throw power boost in the pregame, and now we'll see if we can go ahead and show that off. Cody Bailey had an up-and-down rookie year, hoping year 2 is even more effective as Odell Beckham Jr. will work his way into the backfield. We'll run a little read option. Cody Bailey opts to keep it despite me holding A button. Did I do it too late? Why did he not hand the ball off? I don't know. Our offense could look a little bit different than you're used to this year, which I'm excited about, but we're going to check it down to Kadarius Toney. So electric after the catch when he's on the field, and he takes it for 11, making this a 3rd down and 1. I think we're going to run the ball. We have Saquon Barkley. We have Reggie Gilliam into the backfield now. And we're going to take this up the gut and get stopped. Felt like there was a wide open hole. We just couldn't hit it. Trying to cut up the field for a yard or two. And we will be forced to punt. So, 3 and out for both teams. And this could be a very defensive game. And that's not a great punt at all. Bost on the coverage. Big hit. Quick throw to the flat. Ojulari, get out there. Wrap up, and Wheeler can't go anywhere. Loses a couple. 3rd down and 10. Somebody make a play. Going to be a check down to the flat. Running back can't hit him. Saints will punt again. We'll start with a run on 1st down this time to Saquon Barkley. Went read option the first time. Saquon can barely get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe ends up getting a yard out of that at the absolute most. And it is 2nd and 9. We'll snap it, and we'll step up with Cody Bailey. Vanilla Vick gets a block from Kadarius Toney and gets another one, and Bailey's working down the sideline. Vanilla Vick out to the races here early. Did I mention that the merch link for Vanilla Vick stuff is in the description? Teespring. You can get some cool designs. Well, there it is. Fresh set of downs on 1st and 10, and we're going to go for Larry Smith in there, threading it over the linebackers. And now back to Saquon. Got a block or two that time. There's a 1st down. Saquon's best run of the game so far. It's early, though, only his 3rd touch. And we're going to get sacked. Just couldn't get the football out, working through the progressions there, and Eric McCoy, our starting center, is down. We did spend multiple draft picks on centers in this draft, believe it or not. And we will see one of them here as we'll try to get creative with our offense on 2nd and 12, get out of this hole and pitch it to Odell, and they saw it the whole way. It's Tyrann Mathieu in the backfield. We'll lose even more. 3rd and 15. We're going to Duval, and there he is, but the pass doesn't get to him. Apparent perfect accuracy doesn't seem so perfect, because Duval was open, and we couldn't hit him. And it is 4th and 15. We'll bring out Wyatt Anthony. Of course, got to get used to this really slow timing with his clutch kicker perk, or whatever that is. Not clutch kicker, focus kicker, something like that. He's a superstar dev kicker. Got very lucky in the draft selecting him. But, you could see it with the elite kick power and good accuracy. But these kickoffs are going to take a little bit longer. First and 10. Auble rolling out. Had Michael Thomas, but just throws it into the dirt with pressure in his face. You know, it's amazing. Sub linebacker seems just so much more important than actual middle linebacker too. We haven't seen Caleb Claiborne on the field yet. Seen Derek Cooper, he comes out now. We've seen John Bost quite a bit on passing downs. Have not seen Caleb Claiborne, as Auble has all day, will lob it deep towards Michael Thomas, but good coverage from Darnay Holmes. Glenn Gore really being more of a spectator there, the rookie in his first game. But the pass is incomplete nonetheless, and we will get the football back. Greg Sheldon with his third punt return of the game. This one maybe his most effective. Now, normally you'd think a lot of these plays were designed for Kadarius Toney, but Odell is pretty good as well. I think we're in 49ers playbook now. Maybe we'll get Kadarius Toney back there. I don't know. But we got a mismatch. And we're going to try to throw it to him, but we just didn't have the time. 3rd down and 7. Looking for somebody, but everyone's getting bumped. We're just going to have to throw it away. Maybe stuff was open down the field, but man coverage is always very good for the CPU. And we will have to punt again. A lot of punts. Offense is struggling in this rain. Even Saquon has struggled, and this is a really bad punt. And that's going to be a missed tackle by the rookie Bost. Also not good. Jeffrey Simmons on punt is not good either. Auble with time, even though we sent heat. Eventually we'll just lob it up and find a receiver. Big play for the Saints offense. Maybe their biggest play of the game. It's Blade for 28. I mean, when you give a quarterback that amount of time, he's going to find somebody. You can only ask our defensive backs to cover for so long down the field. The quarterback had about 6-7 seconds to throw. It's completely ridiculous, especially with our pass rush. It's insane. And now our pass rush gets even worse. Azeez Ojulari holding his back. That's not looking good. Quick throw over the middle. Complete to Olave. That's a first down. Low back strain for Azeez. I guess we'll bring in Micah McFadden, even though it's going to be Derek Cooper. So don't worry about whatever that said. Caleb Claiborne finally checking into the game. And he's looking to make a play, but nobody gets there. Wheeler, touchdown. Saints with the first TD of the game, and they take the lead 7-3, pending the extra point. Yeah, I don't know. It's been an interesting game so far. We haven't looked great, really, on offense or defense. I think our defense has looked okay, but keep in mind that, you know, it's raining, and some of the passes have been errant by the quarterback, rookie Alex Auble. So I don't know that our defense has played all that well. I think we need to see more Saquon Barkley. Never a bad idea. He gets 8 or 9. And off to Barkley. We're just going to plunge ahead, take the first. And we'll switch sides as we head to the second quarter. Throw for the tight end, Bellinger. These 3 tight end sets can get pretty lethal. We have 3 competent tight ends. And Daniel Bellinger could feature more in the offense this year. I like Jaden Rhodes, love Nick Duval, obviously. But do want to see a little bit more of Daniel Bellinger as well. As we're going to throw, and under pressure, can't find Toney. Not sure how much I like 49ers playbook, though, I'll tell you. It's a lot of, like, Odell runs, but if it schemes things open like this, we're going to take it. Kadarius Toney, big catch. Unfortunately, no opportunity for run after the catch. He was locked into an animation where we couldn't move, and he was just headed to the sideline, stumbling all the way there, but it's a big gain for the offense nonetheless, as we'll get the ball to Saquon Barkley, and he's tackled from behind by Cam Jordan. That's a heck of a play. Here's one of these 3 tight end sets I was talking about. We're going to look to check down to Barkley, though. You got to break a tackle, Saquon. He's going to put the football on the ground, and it's recovered by the Saints. No, Saquon. We just got the football away. It was nearly disastrous by the quarterback, and then Saquon, in a tackle battle, just put the ball on the ground. Just dropped it. And that's going to hold up. It's going to be Saints football. Okay, Jesus. 3rd and 1, big play. Going to be slants by the Saints, and they're going to go down. It's the Dontrell Cobb. Bringing down the rookie Alex Auble, and the Saints should punt as a result. Let's take another look, because 2 players met here at the quarterback. Ojulari back in, McKinney in there, but it was the Don. Kiss the ring. that you missed that. Dontrell Cobb, the king of New York, bringing down the quarterback. It's good to see him again. Saquon, bit of a rough start. 7 rushes for 18 yards and that fumble. Doesn't mean we're going to go away from him, though. He's still Saquon Barkley. He made a mistake. We don't have to bench him. Don't have to go Belichick style. Just keep feeding him. He's going to break one eventually. And those 7, 8-yard gains, we'll take those all day. But we are going very wide here on 2nd and 2. Looking for somebody to make a move, and we're going to get sacked. Eyes downfield. It's Justin Jones coming in, getting the sack. I feel like our team is actually terrible at beating man coverage. It's kind of amazing. 3rd and 10. Going backside of the play, Larry Smith just sat down. And that sets up 4th and 4. Yeah, I just don't trust us to get this right now, unfortunately. I wish it were different, but we have the wind. Should be able to get a pretty nice punt in there. Brock Cook, 2nd year now with the team. Undrafted a year ago, and this should be a good one. It's a rough bounce, but it's going to settle down at the 1. And that's why they call me the best punter on YouTube. I might not be good at offense. I might not be even bad at offense. I'm terrible. I'm below bad. That's how terrible it is. I'm not great at defense. But damn, can I punt with the best of them. 1st and 10 here from the 1. Saints going out of the I form. Tight end coming across the formation in motion. It's Cole Kmet. It's going to be a run left, and Wheeler looking for space. Dragged down by Kayvon Thibodeau. Gets 2. 3rd and 10. Back on the 1. Saints going I form. Surely this is a run, and it's Dontrell Cobb who can't wrap up. The Don met him in the gap and couldn't bring him down. It was a guaranteed safety. Looks like Jeffrey Simmons made the play. Let's take another look at this. I mean, he had him. Went for the big hit. Couldn't bring him down. But the amazing Brock Cook punt sets us up with great field positioning. As a result, our defense played well. And we're just going to call for a fair catch there and take it from Saints territory to start. 1st and 10 working off play action. Nobody's fooled. Going to go outside for Odell. It's not close. We're on time. 3rd down and 5. Who wants to get open? Rhodes with a great route, and Cody Bailey misses him. We do have the win, though. We are going to try a 60-yard field goal with Wyatt Anthony. The Saints can't believe it. We can barely even see the kicking meter here. Wyatt Anthony was so great from deep last season. And it's going fast now? I thought he has focus kicker. What's going on? Kick sails wide right, had the leg. I'm so confused. Does he not have the focus kicker thing, which makes it slow 100% of the time? It really blitzed me. But also, we might have just had the kicking meter too far to the right, which I don't know why we can't see it. Am I supposed to, in my head, make up what I think it is? Very annoying. Very annoying. Coming back and making the completion. It's Michael Thomas with the catch. Yeah, I mean, good throw from Auble, I guess, to throw it underneath the coverage. Some would say that's an underthrow that results in a completion. But that is a bullet. Beautiful pass to Chris Olave. Akil Edmonds in coverage. Olave just beat him. Bit of a mismatch in the slot. I mean, plain and simple, Akil Edmonds just does not have the speed to keep up. That's what that was. He's close. Not close enough. Sheldon up the middle, broke a tackle, has great speed, and it's a great return by the undrafted rookie free agent, I believe out of Ohio State, Greg Sheldon. Ohio State is a receiver factory, so kind of rare to see one fall out undrafted and still be good. I think Benjamin Victor was undrafted. Who was the 7th round pick by the Chargers receiver? KJ Hill. Yeah, I kept wanting to say KJ Hamler. I'm like, that's the Penn State Broncos receiver. But you have that one name in your head, you just can't get off it, even though I know it's not KJ Hamler. KJ Hill has throw quick for Duval. Ball came out a little bit too late. I don't know. I don't like these plays. I guess I got so used to the other playbook that now I don't know how to move the football. And that pass is nearly intercepted. 3rd and 6. Nobody's on Odell. Quick throw to him. And that is a nice first down. I think we're going to call a timeout here. That's a 2-minute warning with 47 seconds to go. It's not true. That's not what that was. For a second, I'm like, did I just make a mistake? But no, there's 47 seconds left in the half. We're going to throw for the tight end, and it's another bad throw by Cody Bailey. We had him. Quick lob to Saquon. That's great. Warner in coverage is not good enough to cover Saquon out of the backfield. That's really nice stuff coming across the formation. Good run after catch. Got out of bounds. Stopped the clock. Still have 2 timeouts, but we might want to save those, especially if we plan on running the football, which is an option. Throw this underneath, or back under the safeties, I should say. Completion to Odell Beckham Jr. We're going to go hurry up. We might snap the ball quickly here. And we're going to step up with Bailey and get sacked. We'll call a timeout. I saw some windows, just really didn't trust them. 2nd and goal. Larry Smith, yes, on the run. Cody Bailey finds Larry Smith. I don't know. It was a bit weird, and it's especially weird when as you're throwing, the receiver heads up the field. That's like the #1 way to throw interceptions for me historically, and I have a lot of them. But whenever the receiver looks to be settled on the sideline, and then they're like, nah, as I go to throw, and they run up the field, and it's a stupid interception. Happens all the time. The receiver's got to settle and just stay there. See, now is it only focus kicker on extra points? Come on, man. And this one goes pretty far left. Oh, yay, we get it on kickoffs, too. How fun. But didn't get it on the 1 field goal. I needed it. All right. Good first half, though. You know, wasn't great, but it's a 4-point game. We're going to be okay. We are slightly ahead in passing yards, way ahead in rushing yards. The Saints have not run the ball very well. They really haven't tried very much. I don't know what their strategy seems to be. It seems a little bit all over the place right now, but they've been effective enough. And we're going to try and run inside. We got to run the ball to win. But I think we have to defend the deep pass. Maybe medium wouldn't be a bad idea, but I feel like they keep trying these long developing routes. And, you know, oftentimes we're just seeing the passes underthrown and caught anyway. And since everybody's asking me, these are my underdog picks for tomorrow. I might mix and match some of these, but these are 10 things that I like quite a bit for various reasons. I'll break it down. You can use code BENGAL on Underdog Fantasy. You can get it on your phone. You can get it on the computer. The link is down below. Underdog Fantasy, code BENGAL. You'd be helping me out a lot, and hopefully I can help you guys out a lot. The Seattle Seahawks are so bad versus tight ends. The only reason I'm slightly skeptical on this Ertz line of over 39.5 is now that DeAndre Hopkins is back in the offense. He's been a little bit less frequently targeted. However, against a Seahawks team that allows so many yards to tight ends, the most in the league, in fact, I think Ertz could have a day where he gets 40 and go over. Josh Jacobs, Travis Etienne. These two teams, the Raiders and the Jaguars, are allowing a lot of receiving yards to running backs. These are two running backs that have been featured heavily in the receiving game this year and are just generally good backs to have. I think Etienne and Jacobs are good for over. And then Alec Pierce, higher 29.5. With Sam Ehlinger, he's been getting consistent targets, really. The past few games, 5, 4, and 7, but with Ehlinger most recently, as you can see, 5 targets. He's had 3 catches in all of these games, but he's been over 29.5 in each of those. He's kind of a deep threat, so you really only need 1 catch for a good potential to go over. And then Ramondre Stevenson, kind of the same idea. I think Bill Belichick's going to look to run the ball quite a bit against the Colts and Sam Ehlinger, and also the Colts are one of the worst defenses in the league for allowing receiving yards to running backs. That's a lot of Ramondre Stevenson's game, so I think he's going to be set up for a big day. And then down here, I like Jalen Waddle over. Chicago's kind of underrated in the fact that Jalen Johnson's one of the quietly best corners in the game. So I think Tyreek Hill might have a slightly tougher time than usual. I still think he's going to go off, but Jalen Waddle is still incredibly consistent when Tua is in the lineup. He gets targets, he gets yards. He's an incredible receiver, and he's probably going to have an easier matchup across the day. I think Tyreek Hill still probably will do well, but I feel better about Waddle, 72 yards. Herbert is playing the worst passing defense in the NFL statistically this year. They allow 300 yards plus per game through the air. It's the only team in the NFL that averages over 300. Herbert has been under, and he's been throwing the ball a lot to get over, but I'm taking Herbert, as banged up as he might be, against the worst passing defense in the NFL. Kyle Pitts, higher 3.5 receptions, got more involved in the offense last week, getting more targets. And the Chargers are allowing 63 yards per game against tight ends this year. You could take the receiving yards, it's at like 40, but I figure if he has a game like this, 3 catches for 9 yards, 3 for 19, he just might have some checkdowns and he could get 4 catches. So even though he's only gone over once recently, I am taking the over. Khalil Herbert just pretty much is the main back here. 42.5 feels way too low. Way too low. I'm sure it's going to go under now as a result, but this feels free this week. And then Michael Pittman Jr., consistent targets the entire year. It's continuing with Sam Ehlinger. I think he catches 5 passes. It's another line that feels way too low to me. I would probably put it at 6.5 or 5.5 at the very lowest, but it's 4.5. It feels free. Use code Bengal, Underdog Fantasy. Let me know if you're tailing or fading me. That means, tailing along or saying I'm going to be wrong, which could happen, but that's what I'm going with. Offense will take the field after the halftime break. And we will try a Saquon run here to start. And that's okay blocking. I thought McCoy was going to force him back toward the middle so we could use the outside lane to break it to the sideline. Was not the case. We're going to check down Nick Duval. There we go. He's got the stiff arm ability. I got to remember that. Nick Duval, such an integral part of our offense. Got to get the ball to him more. Wide open. Larry Smith. Good ball to him. Good speed from Larry. Maybe could have been a touchdown if things worked out slightly differently, but still a great throw and catch nonetheless. Larry Smith starting to get things going here. Touchdown to end the half, and then a really nice catch there. Kind of worked into traffic on that one. We try to throw down the field and get sacked again by Fowler, his second of the game. My main issue with this offense so far is it's so much stick as we're going to get sacked again. I mean, it's just, I hate it as a play. I hate it. Just run like quick hitches and flats. When is that a good play call? I don't know. I hate it. It was the Jason Garrett offense. I hated it. Maybe it worked a while ago. I still think it can be effective at times, as Cody Bailey gives us a great ball to extend the drive on 3rd and long to Nick Duval. 1st and 10. Just can barely get it away. 2nd and 10. Jaden Rhodes. Turn up field. He's such a big body. We need to be able to go through little people like Tyrann Mathieu. As Cam Jordan is down on the field. Sets up 3rd and 5. Do we like a run here? Kind of do, to be honest. Saquon looking for space and just kind of falls down. We're going to take our points again. Hate to do it. I really thought that'd be 4 down territory. But I just don't think we got close enough. So we'll try a field goal. And Wyatt Anthony bangs that through after his miss earlier. And we have made it a 1-point game. We got points. We'll take that. I think I just don't really click with the playbook, I think is the best way to put it. Running right. Cobb getting over there. That's great coverage to scrape across the top there and make a really nice play on the ball carrier. Love that. 2nd and 8. A lot of time in this game still. And that's going to be a check down, and it was nearly going the other way. The children's book reference was about to come out with the easy read. And unfortunately, Dontrell Cobb, the Don, could not hold on. That sounds like a children's book. That's going to be a pretty good throw, but I think carried him too far to the sideline. Didn't get 2 feet down, and the Saints will punt. Good enough defense, I guess. Good enough. Sideline's another defender. We'll take it. No complaints. And Sheldon, I really would have preferred you to let that go into the end zone. I don't know why he's returning that. I really don't. 1st and 14. We're going to just step up with Bailey. He's going to put the ball on the ground. It's recovered by Eric McCoy, who's back in the game. Dude, their man coverage is just so good. It's so good. Don't really know where to go with the football half the time. Check down to Tony. Tony gets us some back. 3rd and 3. We have a lot of basic runoffs, and then the design is to hit Tony underneath. I don't like it. We're going deep. Larry Smith down the field. Pass underthrown, knocked away, and nearly intercepted by Tyrann Mathieu. And we will be forced to punt. They just covered Kadarius Toney. I mean, you saw the design of the play. They took it away. Credit to him. But damn, I thought that was going to be a really good play call. It turned out not to be. Oh, it's read option. Gore, get there. Oh, he's going to whiff. Akil Edmonds cracks him, though. But Auble still picks up the first down. Glenn Gore got to wrap up in space or make a hit or do something. 2nd and 5, coming back across. Cobb, the imposing figure over the middle. Sets up 3rd and 5. We might switch here to man coverage. I just trust the speed and athleticism of the players in the field. The only problem is we got a lot of linebackers. And that's maybe the fault there of the defense. 2nd and 5 as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter. It's going to be read option. Claiborne stays on it, but can't wrap him up. Glenn Gore comes through and cracks him, though. Maybe more of a drag down. 3rd and 4, maybe the final play of the 3rd quarter. If the Saints want to snap it, we'll see if they do. And they don't. We'll take it to the 4th quarter. Saints with a 1-point lead. Got to hold them to a field goal here. Need to. Still a lot of time left, but we don't want them to score a touchdown, because if they want to go for a 2-point conversion, which I probably would, it could be a 2-possession game. But down goes Auble. It's the Don. Dontrell Cobb kissed the ring. His 2nd sack of the game. Flying through on the Mike Blitz. Auble hasn't seen anything like that before. Our defense did what they needed to do. Now we need a touchdown to take the lead here. Offense, it's just been tough to find the rhythm. That's all I got. We got blocks. Yeah, I mean, Barkley, I could see him getting 100 yards this game. Just have to be a little bit more effective than we've been on the ground so far. But it's definitely possible. Runs like that don't help. 3rd and 4. I don't like it. Throwing on the run. It's going to be intercepted. Not even close to where I wanted it, obviously. It was so tough to ignore the receiver coming across the formation at the back end there. It was so tough. I mean, you're really risking it, because sometimes, yeah, he's going to get it there. Sometimes he's going to get it there. That slant was fairly open. I just worry that if I see he's open here and throw the ball, by the time the ball gets out, it actually ends up being like here. It doesn't let me go like here-ish. And then Demario Davis steps over and intercepts it. So I didn't really like throwing to that. Didn't like Saquon. Under pressure, I had to escape. And then it's like, I see all this space. It's just so tempting. Tried to let it fly. And of course, you had about 15 yards too short. It's a really costly turnover. Oh, Dontrell Cobb, please. The Don in the backfield again. This time on the running back as opposed to the quarterback. I mean, he read that the whole way. He basically met the back at the handoff point. To throw downfield. Darnay Holmes in coverage, and it's not good enough. First down, Chris Olave makes it 1st and goal at the 4. It's a really good throw from Auble, too. Cody Bailey's missed a few of those today, unfortunately. And that's going to be a quick throw. Michael Thomas beat Darnay Holmes, and it is a Saints touchdown. And it's not what we wanted to see late in this game. It's going to be 24-13, 8 minutes to play. Offense, now in a situation where we're kind of forced to pass, something that we really haven't been able to do successfully the entire game. Got to change things up. This little dink and dunk offense that they want us to run, it ain't working. At least I'm not capable of running it. I'm sure many of you could better than me, but I can't. Yeah, plays like this last year were our bread and butter. Dagger, find a mismatch, and there's Larry Smith. Decent enough pass. Didn't really get a run after catch opportunity, but decent enough. We win with our speed. We win by stretching the field. We win by hitting Larry Smith. He's had a ton of production today. And I like staying in the hurry up right now. Not a ton of time left in this game. And we need to take advantage of every minute. Tried to throw to Odell. I like that break. Underneath is time Wan'Dale Robinson. That's a great catch and run. Wan'Dale Robinson working his way into the game. Throw for Nick Duval. We just don't have the time. Come on, let's get Nick Duval going, man. Wide open, though. It's Kadarius Toney. Can't ignore that. It's a nice play. We're going to try a pitch to Barkley, get his speed out in space. It did not work. That play is so bad. I always, maybe we'll try it and we'll catch him. Nope, never catching them. They cannot be caught. We're taking a shot. Odell! Oh, I like the pass. I like the pass. Didn't complete it, but that's a good try. 3rd and 15. We're going to go to Odell. Just take the yards. Odell's real close. We're going to go hurry up real quick. We don't have to snap this. We don't have to. We could take a delay a game maybe, kick a field goal. But no, we're going to snap it. It's 4th and 1. We have Saquon Barkley. This is why you have Saquon. That's the exact reason. 1st down. Looks like Zach Beck was trying to come into the game. Nope. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a touchdown, and we're right back in this game. We needed a score, and we got one. We're going to go for 2 to make it a field goal game as well. Zach Beck going to come into the game. 4th round draft pick. Big fullback type, and he's going to be untouched. Zach Beck touchdown. Or 2-point conversion at least, but he found, the end zone. We'll take that. Fresh legs. His first carry is not actually going to be officially recorded. Down by a field goal. Plenty of time left. Timeouts. Just got to play defense. Oh, nearly intercepted by Darnay Holmes. He jumped the route and couldn't complete the play. That would have been a game changer. Pick 6 to take the lead late in the game would have been a game changer. Didn't happen for us. We're going to check down. That's fine. Don't have to run with that. And now a huge play. 3rd and 7. Get after the quarterback. He's going to go deep. Glenn Gore can't get there, but Darnay Holmes redeems himself. Interception. Didn't get the pick 6, but got the turnover. Basically an arm punt by New Orleans. And we'll take over on offense. And I would say, debatably, in the driver's seat here, given the time. There's Saquon. That's a good run. 1st down, Saquon Barkley. We got space here. Barkley with a decent jump cut. After a bunch of runs, we're going to work off play action. Wide open. It's Kadarius Toney. And we found success earlier on the same type of play there. Scotty Bailey goes over 300 yards passing. It's a huge play. And I think, of course, we'll go back to the run after that. See what Saquon Barkley can do. Decent enough. If we just do that for the rest of the game, we're going to win. But keep in mind, we also still need a touchdown. So we can't just run the ball 3 times and not get the 1st down because they're going to call timeouts. This one, as a result of an injury. I called inside zone. This is not inside zone. Why is it not? There we go. 24-21. They will probably start calling timeouts after this if they're wise, but they might not be. Yeah, they're not. They're like, oh, we have the lead. It's fine. Well, we're going to destroy the clock. 2nd and 2. We're almost not trying to score a touchdown here, but I also don't want to see a 3rd down. I think if we get to 1st and goal, they'll start calling timeouts, but not doing it right now. Here's 1st and goal, though. They're not going to call a timeout. They're going to say, we can stop you from scoring a touchdown. And I'm saying I disagree with that. We have Saquon Barkley. He's starting to get it going. We're going to keep it up. And they made a stop that time. Zach Beck into the game. We'll give him a touch, and back with the power. Stopped at the 1, but gets a couple. 8 seconds to play. We're bringing Zach Beck into the backfield. What are they doing on defense on 3rd and goal? They're giving it to us, and Beck gets stopped. What a play by Demario Davis. How did he do that? How did he do that? We brought in Zach Beck. They had nobody over the center or right guard. Eric McCoy just didn't pick him up. Didn't even try. It's like we got to know where we are on the field. Like maybe follow the right guard there. Reasonable, but we thought I didn't think Eric McCoy was going to whiff. And even so, it would have been tough to navigate with Pete Warner and Demario Davis chasing from behind. It's a great play. We're going to have to take the field goal. We're going to have to. Easiest field goal he'll ever have. But we had to take it. That's the end of the 4th quarter. It is 24-24 in the opener. I feel like we've outplayed them. Yet here we are. And we will win the coin toss. We want the ball. We're going to score. We're going to win. We're going to have to start with a Saquon run, surely. What happens if I get Jaden Rhodes in motion? That move anybody? It does. We're going to snap the ball anyway. Look up the middle. Saquon Barkley dragged forward for a really nice gain. Here's a run with the design. Barkley with speed. Wow, what a play by Demario Davis. This guy's unbelievable. But they're actually going to give us the first down. We might work off play action. See if we can catch him napping here. We're going to lob it. And that's a nice catch by Bellinger. Tried to catch it. End up doing a little jump hurdle. But Daniel Bellinger with his 2nd catch. Tight coverage by Paulson Adebo. Bellinger's just too big. Try a counter run here. I mean, it ends up working out, but that's dangerous running. Having to go straight up the gut like that. Gonna run read option. Is it opposite? I swear I didn't even hit A on that time. We're gonna lose a yard. Should have been a Cody Bailey keeper. 2nd and 11. Nobody's lined up over Odell. We're gonna get it out to him, and Odell has dropped the ball. How do you drop that? That is the absolute worst time in the game for a drop. Basically, here in overtime, set up 3rd and long. How do you drop that? That could be the game. Now we got Nick Duval. It's all right. We got Nick Duval. I got to remember, we have Nick Duval. Just give it to Nick Duval. I max protect, and we still get sacked like that. I didn't want Nick Duval in the block. That was a mistake, but it just none of the offensive linemen blocked or the help. It was only Nick Duval one-on-one. I hate it. I hate it here. We're going Duval. Mismatch. Tyrann Mathieu, great play. But if you think I won't try it again, you're mistaken. We're lobbing it up. It's overthrown. It's jumped up into the air. And incomplete. We're going to have to try a field goal. Yes, I'm very worried we're going to miss this. Here's the kick. 4th and 16. It's wide right again. I can't see where it's going. And on the field goals, we don't have focused kicker, which is shocking. Like, some of them we do, some of them we don't. I don't get it. What is the scenario where we have it versus we don't? Wyatt Anthony with his 2nd miss of the game. That one is a makeable field goal, obviously. Oh, God. Just you can't see where the kick is going. It looked like it was on a line. I wasn't getting controller vibration. And we missed anyway. McKinney cannot wrap up. You gotta be kidding me. It's the quarterback, dude. Missed a couple of big kicks. I mean, it's almost like the, oh no. Kennard, big run. We need a hit or something. Kennard just breaks through a tackle. They were in field goal range anyway. Unbelievable. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Yeah, oh yeah, it's like the Evan McPherson storyline. Elite as a rookie and then has struggled a bit this year. Touchdown, Saints. Saints are going to win. Chris Kennard. And this is the age-old Chris Kennard versus Nick Duval storyline where we chose Duval over Kennard. I think we made the right decision, but in this game, Kennard ends up getting the last laugh. Nice play to set up the game-winning touchdown, and he caught both of those. I don't know whose helmet that is. I don't know where he found that helmet. He's wearing a helmet. Alex Auble beats Cody Bailey and the Giants here in his rookie debut. He played pretty well. Cody Bailey missed some throws, unfortunately. We had more offense, more rushing yards, more passing yards, all by a lot. And in the end, more mistakes. Very similar numbers in terms of completion percentage. Bailey actually slightly ahead of Auble. But Auble had 3 times as many touchdowns despite Bailey having 130 more yards. Going to do power on Andrew Thomas. Unfortunate to start the season 0-1. Run block goes up. Run block power up by 2. I think is kind of pretty big there for Andrew Thomas. Run block power actually was already pretty high. Maybe run block finesse would have been better going agile or something. But yeah, we did not win. So the key to victory here is going to be a little bit disappointing. And also, we were 2 yards short of the rushing yards goal. Overall as a team, maybe Saquon was a bit shy of that. He had a good game overall, off to a bit of a slow start, but really got things going. Yeah, but unfortunately, just obviously did not get the result that we wanted. And we'll go back to the drawing board against the Chicago Bears, another home game, hopefully not raining. And we'll look to stop Justin Fields. Terry McLaurin, we can't escape him, even when he's not in the Commanders for 2 games a year. He is back, and he should be a problem. So, can't wait for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.